Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Kandi and the Gang, Season 1, Episode 7. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. And if you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if, okay, only if you get something out of the content, okay? Because I don't want to ask y'all to, like and subscribe. I never understood that. As soon as the video starts, people are like and subscribe. What if I don't like it? What if I ain't getting into it? And speaking of getting into it, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, Kandi got the OLG doing TikToks. She's like, who's the meanest? Aunt Bertha. Most likely to get in a fight? Aunt Nora. Most likely to become a horn star? Aunt Bertha said, ain't gonna be me. Ain't none of me. We know it ain't none of you, Aunt Bertha. We know. But we know Mama Joyce was down. Do y'all hear me? Mama Joyce said, child might be, honey. In the next scene, Dom Unique goes to meet Shandreka. Okay, Dom, I hear you girls talking about, hey, girl, hey. Get into it. Let me find out you an opinionator. No, I'm just kidding. But across town, Patrick shows up to Brandon's place. Let me tell y'all something. The way Patrick looked around when he got out that car, when I tell y'all I was hollering, child, he was trying to figure out where he was. So Patrick is telling him that he went furniture shopping, but he couldn't decide on nothing, a.k.a. Safari said no. So he wants Torrin to put everything together, so now Torrin is rehired. But what exactly is he doing? Because there's no furniture. So is he laying out the food ever so? Like, what exactly is he going to do? I mean, just fill me in, honey, because I'm confused. So Torrin calls, and he's like, I think I'm here. Child, Brandon plays so confused, and Torrin don't even know he's arrived. Child, ain't no telling where the GPS done took Torrin. Oh, honey, this is a mess. So he comes on upstairs. They start talking about the housewarming and how he got rehired, and he tells him that it's been changed to a standing social. Not a standing social. I mean, I like the way that it sounds, but, sir, housewarming indicates that you have something to warm. Honey, it's giving nothing. Sir, don't invite people over until you're ready to entertain. Like, this don't make no sense. So Torrin was like, I'm going to do it. This is what he said in his confessional. But I was just a little bit confused, with all the hiring and the firing. But since we in front of Brandon, I'm going to do it. And Torrin, you want to do it anyway, child. So then Brandon tells them that Detective Shandreka was on the case trying to find out who told on her. Across town, she's doing the same thing. She tells Dom Unique that she was pressing everybody, only to find out it was her. Girl. So Dom is like, well, why would you do that, knowing that you're the one that said it? She's like, well, I don't remember me saying it. So Dom said, Shandreka talks so much, she can't even remember what she's saying. How do you talk that much mess that you can't remember what you say? So she was like, Don Juan basically played the video, audio included, voice just as squeaky. I heard every single word I said. So Don was like, it's got voice recognition too. You can hear the voice? Yes, ma'am. You can hear the voices too. So Dom said, okay, well, speaking of, I got caught hooking up on Brandon in the office. Back over at the Boom Boom Room, Brandon is saying the exact same thing about him getting busted, hooking up on Dom Unique. So Torrin said, yeah, they cracking down on that fraternization. Brandon said, yeah, it's probably because I'm a manager and it's more of a sticky situation. So Patrick in his confessional, he was like, I feel like Brandon being with Dom is very fine. Boy, listen. Every week, I try to like Patrick, and every week I don't. It's just something about him that just gives me goof troop and immature. I don't know what it is, honey. And I ain't talking about the one where it's smooth, Batman, Romeo, and LDB. I'm talking about the one where you just be like, boy, get away from me. Get away from me, honey. Not the singing group immature, but the level of immaturity that is Patrick. So he said he feels like it's very fine because it's the OLG. Okay, so do with that what you will, because Todd got with Kandi on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that worked out. He's like, don't be trying to stop true love. Child, let them people entangle or do whatever them people gonna do. I mean, it is the OLG, but if they are trying to make this an establishment that people respect, then they can't be dating, child. If that's the case, Brian, go on sit at the bar. Shardo, stop calling them people from your personal phone. Bring your iPad from the house. Honey, just do whatever y'all want to do. If they can just date and touch and do whatever. Patrick, please, honey, stick to the parking lot pimping. So he tells them that they gave an ultimatum. Basically, you can go to another location or she can go to another location. Brandon, stop saying she gonna go to another location. They never offered her as a solution. Don Juan told you straight up, I am not going to just change her workplace because y'all are messing around. You're going to have to be the one to go. Back over with Dominique and Shandreka, Dom is telling her, yeah, one of us has to relocate. Honey. She was like, this all on Brandon though. Like, I'm not leaving to go to another Burris Group establishment. I'm just like, y'all gonna kick me out? I mean, I don't mean ish to you. Here goes Shandreka. No, you don't. Okay, Shandreka, now remember you said this, okay? When you was drinking that rainwater and you had that cute wig on, you said that Dom don't mean nothing to them in case it comes back around, okay? I'm just here to remind you. Moving forward. But it's not that they don't give a, okay? It's your man Brandon. He don't give a if we really want to be real, because he is willing to let you go somewhere else so he can be comfortable. Girl, don't get caught up, honey. I don't trust Brandon as far as I can throw him, but maybe that's just me. So Brandon is like, yeah, so what we gonna do is we just gonna pretend like we not together at work. Oh, okay, so say that on camera so they can know that y'all are pretending to not be with each other at work. That's gonna work out. Child, let's give America's dumbest criminals. In the next scene, it's the next day at the OLG. People bombarding Philip with everything that the restaurant needs. He's like, I ain't been in here but 20 minutes. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a... Just don't keep telling me every single thing as soon as I walk in the door. Baby, Philip was like, gosh, dog, where's y'all management team? Meanwhile, Brandon walking around on his phone. Philip said, yeah, Brandon is very reliable. I mean, he gonna show up. Now, what he does when he gets there is another story. But he gonna be there. Well, I mean, he managing to show up. That's about the only managing he doing. So the drains are all stopped up, and he's posted up on the wall on his phone. Brandon. Earth to Brandon. The restaurant's falling apart. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go and keep texting Dom and see if she hitting them 8 counts like she needs to do with Ricky Rose. Boy, what is wrong with you? This is the thing. Brandon posted up on this wall, yet y'all came down on Brian, and this is his example. Oh, okay. Moving forward. Outside, Patrick is calling all the OLGs because they're having a bake-off. He calls Mama Joyce first. He said they need a new dessert option on the menu because they only have 2 things. I feel like that's enough. Like, y'all don't need too much on there because y'all still executing those yams they back there freestyling. So I do not think we need something else on the menu. So then he calls Aunt Nora and he called his grandma and he was like, what's up, sexy? He calling on Bertha. She said, what's up with you, sexy? And when I tell y'all that was so cute to me and I was laughing, listen, Bertha might be mean to the outside world, but she lit up on that phone with her grandbaby. Reminded me of my grandma. Oh, you gotta love the grandmas. But yeah, she might be mean to everybody else, but she ain't mean to Patrick and Melvin. In the next scene, Don Juan and Philip still fixing the drain while Brandon continues to hold up the wall and whatnot, doing absolutely nothing. Moving forward. So then we see Brian, Torrin, and Shandreka. They go to the hair store. Yes, the hair store. Okay? Owned by black people. You see that? So they go to the hair store to find him a new piece, as my grandma would call it, aka wig. When my grandma go to the hair store to find a wig for church on Sunday, she be like, yeah, gotta go in there and get me a new piece. Yes, girl, get you a new piece, honey, with some streaks in it, all gray. Honey, this is a fool. He said he started wearing wigs when his hair started to thin. I can't imagine Brian with a low cut. When I saw those pictures, I was like, I just can't imagine him being anything other than what I see on the screen. Child, he put on this Aunt Nora wig. Let me tell y'all something. When he started that impersonation, I hollered so loud in here, I immediately knew that I had to travel to Atlanta so we could be friends. Because, honey, we would cut up. We would cut up. Do y'all hear me? Oh, honey, I said, you know what? I got to get to Atlanta. I got to get to Brian. He's like, she tried to jump on George. Karma tried to jump on George. And he got on his wig. Oh, child. Oh, honey, shout out to Aunt Nora, honey. That's when they was fighting Karma all in the bridal shop. So then he found an Aunt Bertha wig, and we see the famous line where it may have been a plot and a scheme for Todd to come at us with the bush. And child, they couldn't find a Mama Joyce wig because she wore that premium hair with the bang, not the bang. And so they couldn't find nothing with the bang and whatnot. So then they all started trying on these wigs and having a little hair show. And I thought this scene was so cute. Oh, Brian had me dying laughing. Do y'all hear me? Oh, that was funny to me. So Torrin is telling them about the housewarming after they get through trying on the wigs and whatnot. And he wants Shandreka to come. She's like, well, don't you think that's weird? He was like, no, I think it's weird. Shandreka, you do not need to go to that housewarming, honey. I just personally wouldn't do it. Okay? Me personally, absolutely not. There's no reason for me to be in your house looking up in your face. Our entanglement is over. I got my man, I got my ring, I got my shades. I'm selling my shades. I'm at the host stand, honey. I ain't got nothing to do with you in Safari. Like, I would be too uncomfortable to even go. So Torrin is like, no, but it's about hospitality. Like, just come to support me and my work. Sir, excuse me? She does not have to be there to support you. Child, if you don't upload those pictures to your IG stories, boy, goodbye. She's like, well, you know what? I'm going to go because Brian is like family. Child. It's the day of the bake-off, and the sisters show up with the goodies, and Todd said he hopes these old ladies don't start fighting each other because they're very territorial. He was like, Bertha think her food is the best, but Nora's like, I can cook too. Mama Joyce make nothing but pound cake, and he thinks it comes out of the box, so he ain't too sure. Child, not the shade for the Duncan Hines Mama Joyce collabo. Let them collaborate, y'all. Oh, honey. Y'all better not be selling them Duncan Hines cakes down there at OLG. Y'all end up with a lawsuit, allegedly. So now it's time to taste test them. So Melvin was like, yeah, Aunt Bertha is the best cook in America. She makes the most moist cakes you ever did want to see. So, I mean, she gonna always get my vote. She can do no wrong in my eyes. So basically, y'all don't even need to try because she done already won, according to Melvin. So the first cake they taste was Aunt Nora's coconut cake. She said the church congregation loves it and they always ask her to make it. I don't like coconut, so that would be a no for me. I wouldn't even try it. I do not like coconut flavored things. So they all tasted. Kandi liked it, but she's not a fan of coconut. Patrick said, I like the sauce underneath. Here go Aunt Nora. It's not sauce, it's icing. I know that's right, child. You better put some respect on your cake. Now on to Mama Joyce. She made a pineapple pound cake. That sounds kind of good. She said most people use Cool Whip instead of whipping cream. Here go Aunt Bertha. I don't. It's okay, Aunt Bertha. Baby Aunt Bertha said, I know how to cook, honey. Don't put that on me. So Patrick said that her cake is an edible one for the bedroom. So Melvin said, I would have chose strawberries instead of pineapples, but I mean, the cake was good. Don't be hating, Melvin. Now on to Aunt Bertha's pound cake. So Kandi said, it's a good old pound cake. Aunt Nora said, I gotta be honest. It's not her best. Ooh, baby, the shade of it all. Well, y'all know Melvin gonna scarf down the whole thing. Melvin is like, I give it a 10 out of 10. Must try again. Okay, Melvin, you not judging fairly, honey. You cheating and whatnot. So the votes are in, and Mama Joyce was the winner. I'm shocked she won. Listen, if I had a restaurant, this is just me, I would have chosen the pound cake only because it's easier to mass produce. Because when you start putting different toppings and pineapples and strawberries and whatnot, you run out of those things, and then the people are looking for that, and then you like, we out of that today because you ain't got the pineapple order in. I don't know, just stick with simple, honey. Sometimes you just got to stick with the simple. But Mama Joyce is the winner. Congratulations, Mama Joyce. So they all in the confessional, right? Aunt Nora said, next time, no grandsons, because Aunt Bertha had burned up her cake and they still picked it. She said those are her grandsons, so they had to do it. But Aunt Nora, okay, with your sweet self, Aunt Nora, respectfully, Patrick picked Mama Joyce's cake. So really, we can't let Melvin judge any cakes because Melvin is biased, honey. So then they do a family hug, and Aunt Bertha said, please don't pull my wig off. Child, please don't pull her wig off, honey. That whole screen gonna go black. In the next scene, the OLG get presented with Mama Joyce's new menu edition. Shandreka doing a photo shoot for the sunglasses. Bum, 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 bum. It's a photo shoot. Shout out to Gucci Mane. Don Juan is buying his pet snake some food. Okay, child. Back on the other side, Dom and Brandon, they meet up. Dom take that dog everywhere she go, don't she? I guess this time it's appropriate, but she takes that dog everywhere. So they start talking about the housewarming and if they're going together. Brandon acting all confused. Oh, I mean, we can go together. Oh, we don't have to go together. I mean, we can go together. She was like, it's giving confusion. Okay. And I don't like confusion. So are we going together or not? He was like, yeah, we can go together. Girl, he don't want to go together. I would not be dealing with child. Anyway, let's move on. Moving forward. In the next scene, Torrin is at his apartment trying to call Patrick to get some information on the housewarming. Patrick ain't answering. Voicemail ain't even set up. Probably courtesy of Safari. Brian beating on the door like he the police. Brian, why are you knocking on that door like the 5-0? Child, what is happening? So Brian done brought over some of his scrumptious soul rolls. And Torrin said, so would you be up for sponsoring some egg rolls? Brian said, is it a charity? Because I ain't never heard of a housewarming charity. I know that's real, child. Nothing is for the free. So Torrin was like, well, I haven't talked money either. Of course you have not, Torrin. You are too sweet, honey. You can't do everything pro bono. But you need to charge something, okay? Even if it's $50. Your time is not free. Okay, I know it's the exposure of it and whatnot, but nothing was really even exposed. You need to start charging people, honey. So Brian was like, you doing this for free? And is. Brian said, okay, so I'm down for the exposure and whatnot, so I'm going to give him some soul rolls. So they sit down, they start talking, and Torrin is like saying Safari was all over the decision making because she didn't want everybody in her man's house. Here go Brian. Is she smart? Because I haven't met her yet. Now who in they Now who asked, is she smart? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Brian, well, why would that be the first thing that you ask? Is she smart? Ooh, child, that is a mess. So Torrin said, yeah, her presence is, have you ever been in the presence of somebody so beautiful? You're just like, wow. Okay, Torrin, let me stop you right there, honey. No shade. And I think that she's absolutely pretty. Okay, she's very pretty. But I would not be in awe in her presence. Okay, they got them down to ATL like that a dime a dozen. I'm just saying, honey. She gives me cold and closed off. But that's just me. But she is a very pretty woman. So Brian was like, yeah, I know. Every day when I look in the mirror. I know that's right, honey. And that's on Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. In the next scene, it's the day of the housewarming party. But question. Why is Patrick saying my housewarming instead of our housewarming? Because Melvin lives there too. Child, Melvin don't even live there at this point. So Torrin shows up to an empty space. No chairs. And the OLG is coming. Now listen. Ain't no way you should have a housewarming and not at least have a chair or two. That does not make sense. So Dom and Brandon are meeting up with Dreka and June so they can pregame so she can be a little bit inebriated when she shows up at the housewarming that she should not be going to. Shandreka, follow your first wig. Your first mind told you don't go to this housewarming. Now look how this gonna turn out. So Torrin is over there working overtime, picking up tables, all for the free, trying to make sure everything looks like everything. So the OLG show up before the party even starts, and you know how the older crowd likes to do, baby. They gonna be there on time. Mama Joyce brings them a bed in a bag. Let me tell y'all something. I love me a good bed in a bag, child. Side note, Mama Joyce, I see this little Fashion Nova dress. Dress, Shein, purse, Louis, bed in a bag, Target. I say Mama Joyce got a little cleavage and everything, child. So then Brian arrives with the egg rolls or the soul rolls and whatnot. So the first thing they asked for was a chair. Honey, this is ridiculous. The ladies need somewhere to sit down. Brian gonna say in his confessional, the house should be ready to be warmed. This is a house standing. Honey, and is. So Mama Joyce whispers to Patrick. She was like, there ain't no toilet tissue in the bathroom. So he was like, yeah, I took it out because, I don't want people to go number 2. This is so ghetto. Like, don't invite people somewhere with no toilet tissue, no chairs. Child, if y'all didn't have no food, I would have turned right back around. This is a mess. Women still need to wipe even when they pee. Child, gonna have everybody smelling like pee. It's gonna be a pee-pee party. Why that is so funny to me, y'all? It's because when my baby was small and I was trying to potty train him, this is just a story time. It's not really a story time. I used to be like, come on, honey, let's go have a pee-pee party. Child, trying to potty train the girls. So then Kandi and Todd show up. Hey, y'all. Baby, Kandi is in the dress that Mama Joyce should have on, and Mama Joyce is in the dress that Kandi should have on. So y'all know Kandi gonna go straight to the food. So they went straight to eating. And Kandi is like, y'all got older people here and y'all ain't got no chairs? I know that's right. So Todd was like, this don't even seem like a 27-year-old housewarming. This is like an old person's housewarming. Todd, now listen, I haven't been with you on a lot this series. But this is giving an old feel, honey. He taking OLG a little bit too far, honey. I know we on OLG show and whatnot, but you do not have to have an old woman's housewarming party. What is happening? So then Patrick gonna look at Safari and go, they think you the reason why it's turned down. She was like, what? No, you think she the reason why it's turned down. We know she the reason why it's turned down. She's like, well, they don't know me. Kandi said, ooh. So then in the confessional, Kandi said, Safari seems nice, but she don't never say nothing. Todd said, yeah, she never talks. I never see her smile. I never see her laugh. Baby, they are not feeling Safari, okay? And that's that on that. So Brian gets up there after Torrin introduces him, saying he's about to take them away. Okay, Calgon. So he sings Amazing Grace. Sound like he was about to take them to the king, not take them away. What kind of singing is this at the house? Brian, Now, of all the fun things you could have sang, you sung Amazing Grace. And y'all know what that was reminding me of? I'm about to tell y'all in just a minute. So just then, Shardo shows up as he's singing Amazing Grace, dressed in all black. And I was thinking this was giving funeral. So when he showed up in all black, baby, I hollered. So Don Juan said, yeah, we're going to have to work on his pitch because it was a little flat. And that reminds me of when Portia was auditioning for A Mother's Love on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Don Juan was hating and he was singing, Amazing Grace, how sweet Portia sound. That's what they remind me of. I was like, Don Juan, hate Amazing Grace. If y'all sing Amazing Grace down around Don Juan, y'all automatically cut. You're done. Child. So then I'm looking at Kandi and I'm like, Kandi, not you making fun of Brian's vocals. Okay. Moving forward. So child, they done got Philip out the house. Child, they paying over to Philip. I say, Philip, you look good in your street clothes. Child, they done got Philip out the house. So they all having a full-on repast. And Dom tells Dreka, look, just stand outside while I go check out the scene, then I'm going to text you. Listen to me. If I got to stand outside for any amount of time, I'm leaving. And I got these heels on too? Oh, no, ma'am. These two just out in the open with it at this point. Dominique comes in with Brandon holding his hand and tells them that Shandreka and June are outside. So Safari was like, oh, but they can stay out there. Patrick invited everybody. Then Safari uninvited Dreka and June, but didn't relay the message. So now she outside and he acting oblivious to the issue. Sir, you invited everybody at that table. Keep your mouth closed if you didn't really want them to come. But Shandreka, why would you even go to that? Like logically, that makes absolutely no sense. Why would you even subject yourself to embarrassment? If I was Shandreka, I wouldn't have come in the first place. So now everybody got to go tell them that they can't get in. So Torrance, Safari, and Patrick, they go to talk to him. So June is like, why Dom left us outside and she ain't even come back for us? So Shardo goes over to Dom and she's like, you need to make sure your friend is okay. I mean, y'all rode together, so I mean, you just need to make sure she all right. But in the confessional, Dominique was like, he need to shut the fuck up, okay? She's fine. I think that she should have at least texted her or something, child. Don't just go in there and stay. Like, it was your idea to have them stand outside. All y'all wrong. Torrin, you wrong for inviting her because you know dang on well that girl did not want her at that housewarming. Shandreka, you wrong for going. And Dom, you wrong for not telling this girl that she can't come. Child got this girl standing outside for 30 minutes. So they come out and Torrin is like, why y'all not inside? Torrin, you didn't understand the assignment. They are not invited inside. Boy, if you don't get back. So Patrick is like, Torrin, be quiet. So then he said, yeah, it was just a misunderstanding. Basically, after Safari said, no, I respected what she said because, you know, I have dealt with Shandreka before. So, you know, I respect my lady and you respect yours. So Shandreka was like, bet. So she turns around with a smile and she leaves. So Patrick said, you know, I didn't think they were actually coming. They were not coming until Torrin invited them. That's embarrassing as hell. I'm standing outside in the rain with these 90-inch heels on while Safari is staring me in my face. Oh, no, ma'am, honey. Absolutely not. So Torrin was like, I really feel bad for Shandreka. I don't feel bad for Patrick because she was cute and standing out on the corner. Sorry, friend. Torrin, it would be on when I see you next. So June is like, why would your friend like leave us outside? Would you leave your friend outside the club if they can't get in? She was like, we two different people. Ooh, child. Yeah, that wasn't cool. I think she should have told her something. But, I mean, they did go out to let her know that she wasn't able to come inside. It's just a mess all the way around. Back inside, Safari staring up and down Torrin's head because she's like, I cannot believe you. You're unpredictable. Like, why would you invite her? Over on the side, Brandon feeling all on Dom in front of the elders. Brandon, calm down, honey. Like, you ain't at a club for real. And she's like, stop touching me. The ladies are sitting right across from us. Like, have some respect for her. You don't be feeling this girl up in front of people. Eventually, they just gave in and said, F it. They started kissing and everything. So Mama Joyce in the confessional was like, that's so disrespectful. Brian was feeling all on Dom while we were sitting across from him. Mama Joyce, now I know you done seen worse. But my thing is this. Wait a minute. Where y'all get these seats from? Because when did these seats arrive? That's what I want to know. How they sitting across from y'all? When y'all get these seats, honey? That's the major thing that we need to be focusing on. She was like, you know, with him being a manager, I would think he would have a little bit more respect. Okay, I'm all for him respecting her as well as respecting you because y'all don't need to see him feeling all up on her. I'm 100% with that. But they aren't at work. So they can do whatever they want to do when they are not on the clock. And that's that on that. Sorry, Mama Joyce. And that was the end of the episode. It was a cute little episode. Y'all know how they like to do, child. Kandi and the Gang. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about the episode. Tell me what you thought about Brian and them wigs, honey, with them impersonations. Baby, that was good to me. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all in the next one. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.